new skin business. You guys talk with a couple of the more professional people in the room. I'm going to talk to you guys about how to approach other people and explain what Pharmanex, the nutritional aspect of it. New skin, as you guys are all familiar with, is mostly with the exterior, making your face, your hands, wrinkles, and all that stuff. But it also starts with the inside. You can cover all that up on the outside you want, but the wrinkles will continue to come back unless you take care of your health inside. And so what I'm going to talk about is mostly the nutritional aspect of what you put inside your body. And that's where the second part of the company comes in, is Pharmanex. What makes this company important from the other companies out there, because there's a lot of doctors out there that do all kinds of nutritional. I can name 20 right off of my head of all the different types of companies, but the biggest ones out there right now that are doing supplement-wise is Juice Plus, is one of the big companies. They have a lot of research behind their product, very well researched, a lot of peer-reviewed journals. The other company that you'll have out there that you're going to be competing with is a big name, is USANA. USANA is a very big company. It started probably about the same time as Pharmanex did. And then the third company here you're going to deal with, obviously, as you're here for, is Pharmanex. What separates Pharmanex out from the rest of them is, plain and simple, the scanner that you guys see at the front of the door. That scanner, when it comes to basically what we all want to see, is you can talk about how well a product is. USANA can talk about how great their product, which it is. But the bottom line is that scanner is what's going to make it. The difference is when you put your hand in front of that scanner, it tells you how healthy your skin tissue is. And so, and when it comes down to that, is we all want to see something physically in front of us. So if we put our hand in front of the scanner and the score's not very high, what does that tell you about the product you're taking? It's not very good. So I've had a lot of patients of mine who've been taking Juice Plus, USANA. I'm just using those companies because they're the top three right now. Juice Plus scores pretty well on there. USANA scores pretty well as well. But the one that scores the best on the highest for that for this technology right now is the Nano, the Pharmanex Nano. So that's what we'll talk a little bit about today and how this technology works. It's basically what you guys want to use when you're going out there to talk about the product Pharmanex and Nu Skin is the technology. Technology is your strategy. Otherwise, you're just going out there and talking about the product, and there's really no way for you guys to show science-wise besides articles, and nobody wants to spend time to read a lot of scientific articles. Leave that to the doctors for us to read, because that's what, you know, I went home last night and did research about the Vitality, the ingredients and so forth, and that is because I wanted to read a little bit about what makes Vitality so unique in comparison to the Nano. So this, obviously, as you guys know, is Dr. Chan. He's the these are the two. Dr. Chang is the CEO of the company. You guys all find that out as you. How many have you gone out to Provo? How many people here have gone out to Provo? Quite pretty nice building, isn't it? A lot of stuff going on out there. So Pharmanex is the next generation in basically supplements out there. Again, Pharmanex is something unique that they have going on for them, is the scanner. The scanner, I'll talk about that in a little bit. It's the science behind the scanner is pretty unique. It actually came upon by accident. They used to basically do retinal scans. They scanned people's eyes with this big, huge machine that the university had, and they would look, and if your carotid scores was low, you were more susceptible to going blind early. And the technician who actually ran her hand across the scanner by accident, it gave a reading, and that's where the research came about to come up with the original scanner. And so Pharmanex was lucky enough to actually be able to contact with the University of Utah and basically got the exclusive rights to this. Juice Plus, USANA, and other companies have been trying for a long time, but nobody was able to successful at doing this. So Pharmanex took this technology and developed their product, the LifePak Nano, around this technology, which is, you know, and the whole bottom line is to get the best nutrition as possible from your ingredients so that people get a higher score. And so the antioxidant scores, this is the score when you're looking at those scanner sheets that you go out and you scan on yourself. The scanner sheets is what's going to give you, the higher the scores, the better your basically your health is. And if one of the things you're going to talk about, a lot of people will talk about out there is, well, this thing only scans carotenoids. Carotenoids, I have a list here. I'll give you guys what the explanation of carotenoids is. Carotenoids is fat-soluble, basically antioxidants. They come from mostly fruits and vegetables. A lot of it, the big pigmentations and green peppers, red peppers, oranges, that's what carotenoids are. So when you eat that, that gets transformed into your body. And can anybody tell me the largest organ in the body is?
Skin.
Your skin, you bet. A lot of people talk about the liver and the heart, but the skin is the largest organ in our body. And if the skin is the main defense against the external environment. And if our skin is not healthy, what does that tell you about the rest of our body inside? It's not going to be healthy as well. And so this scanner, essentially, it's scanning the skin. And if your skin scores is low, what does that tell you about your health? Low. It's very low. I treat a lot of diabetic patients. And you guys are familiar with the scan sheets. If you're in the red, you're very low. Okay? And your health indicates that also. All of my diabetic patients, guess what their scores are? They're way in the red. A lot of them won't even read on the scanner because it's so low. And so if it's so that tells you, I mean, there's a reason why diabetics have a lot of health issues to begin with neuropathy and wounds and heart issues and liver issues and kidney issues, is because their scores is low and they have that. And I put them, a lot of them, on the nanotechnology, and within a few months their scores start to increase and their body starts to become more healthy. Skin scores, again, recommended. It's also equivalent to what's antioxidants. Carotenoids is what antioxidants are. Antioxidants, another word, is our body is constantly undergoing a lot of stress. Stress causes a lot of free radicals moving around our body. Stress from, whatever it may be, house, work, and so forth. Any type of stress. Smoking is a type of stress. Eating bad food, McDonald's, every time you eat McDonald's, that causes stress on your body. And so if that causes stress in your body, you have free radicals floating around in there. The more free radicals you have floating around, it starts to break down your immune system. And so by counteracting that, you want to take antioxidants. And so this is where the pharmaceutical or the Pharmanex, nanotechnology, the Life Pack, or the G3, we'll talk about in a little bit as well, helps counteract that. And so the more you can have in there, the more healthy you will become. So let's talk about the G3. What separates G3? Why is you'll see the American people call it GAC, but it's Chaguk. And so why is it so important? You hear a lot before Chaguk came about. Pharmanex came out with Chaguk, the G3 juice. All you heard out there was noni juice and goji juice, and those were actually very good. Here's the thing, here's why it helps, is people, anytime you start thinking something's good, if they're drinking that, they're going to get some type, if you start eating blueberries every day, you're going to get benefits from that, plain and simple. So people start drinking the stuff and start seeing improvement in their health. That's very true. Again, utilizing the scanner, Pharmanex was able to go around the world and find out which had the highest level of antioxidant. And the G3 juice basically came about because they actually utilized the scanner, and they had people take all these different products. And so they gave the best scores of all the fruits out there. Now, I don't know if there's any studies right now that's going on with the new fruit that's out there from Brazil, ACI. I mean, that's supposed to be the super fruit right now. Again, that's only partial. It may be a super fruit, but it's simple for you guys to do. All you have to do is start drinking the product, test it yourself on the scanner. If it doesn't score as high as the G3, what does that tell you about the product? It's not as good as G3.